Hi, this is the weekly horoscope for Scorpio for the week of November 21st, 2022, and this goes all the way to Saturday. Yay. So show your love and support to your girl Marie, and make sure to like, subscribe, and share. And thank you for everyone who has. I really appreciate your support. Also, you can check out your rising, because we have a lot of interceptions that are coming up right now because all the planets are getting ready to move or are moving into their signs. So anyways, let's get into it. So this week on the 22nd, tomorrow at 3:20 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, the sun enters Sagittarius in your second house of money. You have a stellium in your second house of money. So be very careful with this stellium because you can be very generous and going above and beyond for others, even to a fault, and you see what you want to see at this time. On the 23rd, as well at 6:02 p.m., Jupiter goes direct at this time in Pisces. Still opportunities to make baby here before it goes into your sixth house. So Monday this week is a move into the fifth. The planets move into your, what did I write? I don't know what I write half the time. All right, so you have a big stellium happening. Oh, you have stelliums. Okay, so the focus is going to be on your relationships, okay? You have stelliums in Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. It's going away. By Friday, you'll have just three secondary planets in there. The South Node will be in there, so we can still feel the effects of that. But Pisces, because Vesta on Monday moves into Pisces, which I'll talk about in the daily horoscopes on my TikTok, so be sure to follow that, Marie Moore Astrologer. Sagittarius, big stellium in there. That is in your, I got to think about it, your second house of money, okay? Your self-worth with money. And then, let me see, Taurus in your seventh house of relationships. And then where else? Oh, I forgot where else. Cancer, your ninth house of subconscious and your way of thinking and your subconsciousness. So I feel like it has all to do with your communications and your relationships with other people at this time. Your interactions with others is going to be the focus at this time. Communications with others and dealing with your emotional self here and your way of thinking with these planets as well are coming up. Also, this could be a time also where you're done sitting on your hands in regards to love relationships or whatever action you've been thinking about taking and you haven't took yet. You may be more action oriented during this time period because you have a lot of fire now in your second house, and then you have planets in Aries as well, and then one planet in Leo, which is Volcanus, which is going to be there for the next 75 years. Or maybe 74 years now. So at this time, what's gonna happen is that you're with all that water and then all that fire, you could be acting on impulse at this time, which is pretty good. So, and you can be more intuitively going after what you want at this time and not sitting on your hands. So you may appreciate the different pace that you're moving at this time with this energy, okay? Then on Tuesday, on the 22nd, the sun enters Sagittarius in your second house. You may have more expenditures to deal with, more bills to deal with, so be careful with that. You may lose objects and have to replace them more often. You may be too generous for your own good because the stellium in Sagittarius. So for some of you, because this could be a time where you can be talked out of your money. For some of you, this could be finances lost or stolen at this time. So be careful getting hacked at this time. Be careful with purchasing items during this time period. You can also, for those of you in business can be doing well, but also be careful of chargebacks at this time as well, or identity theft. This could also be dealing with misunderstandings or unpleasant or embarrassing situations. Not the best time for contracts and negotiations or obligating yourself to certain things at this time because you may regret your decision and you may feel actually deprived during this time period. Then on Wednesday, new moon energy, and Jupiter goes direct. So this is a time your desires, wants, and needs, and even your values could be changing at this time. Some of you, things that you wanted in the past, you may not like them anymore, and it may not turn you on, or it may not do it for you. So you may be getting rid of things. They don't represent who you are as well. So you could be giving away your things at this time. Your goals or life purpose are likely to change significantly. For some of you, you could also be moving in a different career direction. You may have a renewed sense of identity. You may have just finally figured out who you are as a person. You will probably want to prove yourself and will work very hard to get ahead. You may find that you want more power or authority. You're very ambitious at this time. Your emotional needs are not readily fulfilled by others now. Seemingly trivial matters or problems in close relationships can progress to more important issues, and may sense that a mate or a loved one is not tuned in into your true needs and feelings, or the problem is they're not psychic enough for you, and you don't feel like they have you figured out. Okay, so that's the problem. And you don't appreciate the fact that they don't have you figured out, which also could piss you off too. So it could be a situation like that. It may be especially hard for you to let other people give their guidance and advice or love at this time, even though it may be what you desire deep inside. Try to remove internal blocks or fears that may be holding you back from true intimacy and understanding. Then on Thursday, Turkey Day, so happy Thanksgiving to everybody. For some of you, you may not be getting along with your partner. You could be butting heads with family members at this time. You could be giving certain family members the silent treatment because of things that they say at this time could be very snarky. You could be dealing with a Sagittarius, and they could be very opinionated at this time with this energy, and you could be feeling some kind of damn way about it, or they could have invited other people that you don't like and that are going to be there, and you could be giving them silent treatment because of that. And it could be like everybody trying to talk to you and you just trying to be present and be about bigger picture and be about family. This could all be this week. You could be taking things a little bit more to heart, more personally than usual, and you want to stay off the comment bars or the internet this week as well, because you may not take what other people say with a grain of salt, but you could take it as a personal attack. This is a time of increased activity in your communications and daily routine. Lots of phone calls, emails going on at this time, text messages. You may have a lot to do in a short amount of time. Listening is especially more important to you now, as there's a tendency to disregard ideas or opinions, or you hear what you want to hear at this time, and the way your brain translates what other people say when they talk to you can lead into arguments at this time. Avoid confrontations at this time. If you have a hard time relaxing, you may find yourself getting nervous or developing a headache. Then on Friday, you may not be very realistic about finances. Be careful with that Black Friday spending. You could be over the top. Be careful with card artists or online purchases that you make. This can be a very romantic time for you, but you tend to be idealistic when it comes to relationships, and consequently run the risk of disillusionment later on, and you finally see others as they are. You may feel artistically or creatively inspired. Financially, this tends to be a time when you are unrealistic about your money. This is a time where your personal motivations are more in line with others. You will be able to put others' needs before your own and not feel like you're left out or deprived of recognition. Involvements with charitable institutions, hospitals, churches, activisms can be rewarding for you. Self-assertiveness at this time, you're very energetic. There is a temptation to do nothing with this energy as well. If you have a deadline now, you're more likely to miss it, so it's best to get things done well in advance during this transit, as an urge to procrastinate will be strong now. Then on Saturday, again, watch your spending at this time. You can be over the top. I feel things are going to come up missing, or you're going to find yourself being very absent-minded and losing things around the home at this time, especially the cell phone. You may be too generous for your own good, so be careful with giving the shirt off your own back, because later on You're going to feel the crunch of that, or you're going to go into resentment. So you're going to run into bread of shame during this time period. Be careful with lost or stolen items. Be careful with identity theft. You can come into a secret by accident with this energy. So this could be a good time for gossip, or this could be like a little bit of a job opportunity coming, because you may find out there's some job openings someplace because your friend's going to go there, and it could be like a good paying job too. So you could be trying to get into it too. You may want to relax and enjoy your peace. You may decide to pass up an offer to go out. You may have some invitations to a special social event at this time. Also, this could be a great time for communications about love, friendships, entertainments, remembrance of the good times, lighthearted subjects. This is a good time to discuss relationships or to tell someone that you love them. Business can be picking up on Saturday. It's a good time to start a trip or take a vacation. Your friendships and love relationships are usually good around this time, and you tend to get along with everybody with this energy. Is the Devil card. You can still be a little bit indulgent and over the top because you have a bunch of planets in Sagittarius. So if you're expecting to go on a diet, you may not, and you could gain weight during this time period as well. For some of you, this could be like a party week for you, so you could have like a lot of like turkey parties to go to. You're still dealing with same energies. Trials and tribulations are happening in your life as well. For some of you, this is like working home. The Two of Wands, the energy is starting to move forward with so much fire in Sagittarius at this time in your second house, really moving things along. So you can find that a lot of things that you want to happen in your life can be happening this week, okay? Instead of everybody sitting on their hands and kind of dilly-dallying, you can find that the energy begins to move forward. So you appreciate the forward movement. The Eight of Coins, I feel like for some of you, this is dealing with obsessive thinking. So try to let go whatever it is that you're thinking about and try to go more with the flow at this time. The Page of Wands, I feel like for some of you here, that this could be, if you are dealing with somebody that has substance abuse problems, they could be very confused, okay? They could have different interpretations of what the truth is at this time because they see things a little bit differently from you now because of so much drugs and drinking and stuff like that. It could be warping their brain. And so this could be like a lot of confusions. For others of you, you are giving to a fault. You tend to want to see the good in everybody at this time with this energy, so other people can take advantage of you at this time. The Lovers card, this is endings coming up. For some of you, this could be like quitting a job at this time, and it can feel like a divorce. It can feel like a breakup. It can also be bittersweet at this time. So you're going to miss these people, or these people are going to miss you. Okay, for others of you, this could be a breakup. This could also be as soon as one situation ends, another door opens very quickly for you. So it could be a situation here where you quit your job and then the other one is getting ready to begin, or it could be a situation here where you break up with somebody and then somebody else comes into your life at this time. Okay, so you can be reconnecting with somebody from your past. You're very cerebral and in your head at this time. The Chariot card, I feel like this could be some much needed good news coming your way this week as well with this energy, so you can get a confidence boost. So this could be in regards to a job, and as quickly as one door closes, another one opens just as quick. So you are not going to be sitting there for months like Sagittarius and waiting for a job. If you are Sagittarius rising, then this does not apply to you, or Sun in Sagittarius in the first house. The Moon card, I feel that truth is going to be revealed. You may get a lot of clarity on a situation or why there has been delays on a situation. So you're going to be kept in the loop about something with this energy. The Five of Swords, I feel for some of you here that not everybody's going to be happy about your goodness that's happening around you, and not everybody's going to want to hear it. So keep your good to yourself at this time with this energy, because I do see some people being jealous of you. The Seven of Coins, something heavy on your mind with this energy. So you could be thinking about reaching out to somebody at this time. You don't know if this person will accept you, or you're maybe dealing with fear-based and you're creating a bunch of slippery slopes and fears in your head at this time with this energy. So be careful with the conversations that you have in your brain. The Eight of Swords, yeah, you could be stuck in your ways of thinking at this time. So you may have a very hard time because what past has taught you may have a very hard time moving forward into future because you're scared of being rejected at this time, which is fine, because by next week, for some of you, you may decide screw it, I'm just going to do it and see what happens, okay? The Knight of Coins, the mind on the money and the money on the mind. For some of you, this is job searching. I feel like you'll find a job this week as well. You just have to put yourself out there and take certain risk at this time with this energy, and you can find a job very quickly during this time period. The Knight of Cups, this is blessings onto the universe. This is smooth changes happening for you, so you may not notice the beautiful changes that are happening around you at this time. This is blessings onto the universe. I feel like you're very cautious this week when it comes to changes that are coming up. You're not so quick to change. For some of you, this could be dealing with like a lot of paperwork at this time, or having to put a lot of paperwork through during this time period, like permission slips, dealing with administration work at this time. If you're dealing with social services, then this is you dealing with social services and just putting paperwork through so you can get certain things that you want at this time through certain people, okay? So there's a lot of paperwork here, I see. The Knight of Swords, new love is coming in for some of you. I feel like for others of you, don't believe everything that everybody tells you at this time. If you are hiring people, make sure that you research their background and their resume, because somebody could be fudging their resume and making it sound like, oh, they do everything, when really they only got like a GED, okay? So be careful with that. I do see ultimatums coming up here. I do feel like you have lessons with money with other people at this time. Somebody is going to ask for money from you, and then they're not going to give it back to you. So be careful with your generosity. Be careful with the sob stories that you hear, because you can be very gullible at this time. It could be a situation here where other people in your life, they have given this person money. They know the situation and they dealt with it. And then this person's coming to you with the same damn sob story, and you thinking it's one way when really they okay. All right. And then when you go having a conversation, you're going to find out the truth, that they were lying to you and that they were okay all along. Okay. I feel like somebody is pretending, somebody could be, trolling your page on the Facebook, pretending to be somebody else. You could get catfish at this time as well. Sagittarius is a mutable sign. All right, so you need to be careful with that mutable sign, because if it's forming a T-square with other mutable signs, you could get catfish this week, and somebody could be pretending to be somebody else when they're really not that person. So, make sure you try to meet them in person. If they don't show up the first and second time, forget about it. They're catfishing you, okay? I do see that. I do see somebody kind of creeping on your page and seeing what's going on with your social media page, the activity you've been doing and stuff like that. I feel like for some of you can be reconnecting with somebody from your past. For some of you, for others of you, this could be getting back with an ex this week with this energy as well. I see that happening. The Five of Coins, have faith that everything is going to work itself out. You can feel restless and anxious with this energy. You can be more active and more out and about as well, because fives are Aries energy. So with all that fire, you can feel a little bit more productive, and you can feel like doing more things at this time. I do see a successful career change coming up for you. The Wheel of Fortune card, a turn of events is coming up for you too. So just try to go with the flow, because some of you do have your Saturn return in the sign of Aquarius at this time as well. The Ten of Coins puts an emphasis on money, so there could be more money coming in. We'll just put the good juju out there. More money coming in for you as well with this energy. Now these coin cards, you're not so quick to jump into anything new. You could be worrying about money, but then they're saying there's money here, okay? You can be more in lack at this time as well, so try to get out of that lack mentality and start delving into money affirmations, like money flows to me freely, copiously, and endlessly is one of the favorite ones I like to say when I'm going through it. The Emperor card, I feel with this energy here that you could feel more in control of your situation. Stay away from dominating people at this time as well. It's very easy to control you or intimidate you to the point where you'll just go along and do what other people tell you to do at this time. I feel for some of you here, the focus could be on family and inheritance at this time as well with this energy, or family could be owing you money at this time and you could be sending them to court with this energy. The Page of Cups, but I feel like, for some of you here, that, you got the Page of Wands and the Page of Cups. So a lot of this is not going to happen right away. So this could be all coming up in the next 3 months, because that's how long tarot cards run for, is 3 months. You start seeing these things happen. For some of you, you can see it right away. For others of you, it may be 3 months. You may even have options with love at this time, with this energy. I feel like one may be older and the other one may be younger, or you could be leaving a situation for like you may have been with the younger person, and then you're going to leave the younger person, for the older person. Okay, that's what I feel like is going on. Or for somebody that's the same age as you as well, it could be like that kind of situation. Alrighty, I feel also for some of you here that this could be dealing with father, and the focus could be on father at this time with this energy, reaching out to father. The Seven of Wands, certain things in your life can be a bit of a process. There are like no obstacles standing in your way at this time. Just be careful of manipulative people with this energy. The Temperance card, you tend to be more about your sanity. You have a great level of self-control this week with this energy. I feel that for some of you, you're really buckling down and you're focusing. I see you, like those of you who are in college or in school, you're putting away your partying ways and you're really buckling down and using this opportunity while you're on vacation to really focus on like your goals here and studying hard. For some of you, this could be taking over a family business at this time with this energy, okay? And you could be inheriting a family business for some of you. The Seven of Cups, I see thoughts of future at this time coming up for you as well. The Four of Coins, you can be dealing with somebody that's very stubborn or kind of watching you as well and wants things done their way. They could also be grooming you to be the next manager, and they just want you to be like them. All right, so it's up to you how you want to take that. For some of you, I feel with this energy here that this person is going to need a lot of convincing. Like, talk to them in numbers and statistics, not like stuff you want to hear. Not stuff that they want, that you think they want to hear. They want to know numbers. They want analytics, okay? They want logistics, that kind of thing. I feel this is a great time for teachers. This is a great time for public speakers this week with this energy as well. And the Three of Swords, I feel for some of you, this is traveling coming up with this energy. I do feel like certain things are out of your control. You could be ending a relationship this week or leaving an organization. And I feel like, they're not going to let you go that easy. I feel like people are going to take it hard at this time and kind of like not bully you, but they're going to resent you for it. I love you, my Scorpions. Show your love and support to your girl Marie by liking, subscribing, and sharing. Kisses.